everyone. I hope you are doing well. I'm coming at you from Miami Beach, and there's no effects on this. I've really not seen anything like this before until maybe the last few months, right? With my own ascension, where the sun and the moon, and you notice pulsations, almost like heartbeat. It's not just the video capturing it. I see it myself and feel it, and it's just, there's just so many shifts and changes happening. I notice, my vision changing, my hearing. I'm hearing different noises. So just know that if that's happening to you, you're not going crazy. And that's actually not why I intended to come on and do this video, but I digress. I will be boarding a cruise ship today, my first cruise, and I'm actually, as adventurous as I am, and as much as I travel, I'm kind of nervous about this because it's just kind of out of my comfort zone. And I'm not sure what to expect, but I'm also really excited. And I'm excited to connect more with the ocean and the water and some people from all over the world. So we have a very powerful full moon eclipse coming up on Friday, May 5th. And this isn't Scorpio, but we're also in Taurus season. So I feel like people with those placements especially are going to have maybe more of an impact. With Scorpio, it's about death and rebirth. We're also in Mercury Retrograde. So I feel like there can be a lot of confusion right now. Maybe people, from the past coming back, and you're not really sure, like at this crossroads, like, are they coming back to teach you a lesson, or are they coming back to stay? And it feels like we're kind of at this, like I was saying, crossroads, this precipice where we're in a new world, and we're, some of us are going to shift and move forward, and we already are. I already kind of feel like I'm existing in my own world. I kind of always have been, right? But just even walking around here, around this resort, I just feel like, I don't know how to describe it. Almost like I'm observing it. It's like a movie. Like I'm not even really here. It's just hard to believe it's even May. There's just a lot happening with how our existence is changing. So I wanted to come on here and just provide some short guidance. I don't know that on the cruise ship I'll be able to do any videos, either that I'll have time or I'll have the connection. So I've got my decks here. I've already shuffled since I'm holding the camera with one hand. So I'm gonna pull a Moonology card. Let's see what it says here. Take time to breathe out. So I feel like this is just, when you're faced with one of these, these questions, these decisions of what you want to do, just literally sitting down and taking time to breathe can make a huge difference. Just take time, how does the situation make you feel, right? Does this person or situation, does it bring you joy? Does it make you happy, or does it stress you out? And I feel like, we know all the answers that we need are within us, right? But just taking time to just listen to what your soul says versus what your mind says, that can go a long way. All right, let's get another one here. This is not the best setup here. Adjustments are required. It's funny, I got this card for myself the other day. So I feel like this is really, if you want to make the shift, right, there's some tangible actions and steps that you need to take. And I feel like when you sit down and you take the time to breathe, you know what that is already. And perhaps, if this is, a person coming back in your life, right, you're going to know which way it's going to go by how they present themselves, if they show up differently, if it's the same old song and dance, right, the same old situation, or if it's, a job or whatever it is, if the same patterns keep repeating themselves, and the adjustments that are necessary for things to shift into the way, the direction it needs to go. If that's not happening, then you have your answer. But if things are, it is showing up differently, and look at that, the sun is like really sparkling right when I said that. You're gonna see, you're gonna know, right? You're gonna know, because I feel like so many of us are at this different level now. We're at this different level, and where we just, there's been so many lessons over the years on this journey with setting boundaries, with learning to love ourselves and have standards for what we will and will not accept, I should say. And when you're in this state of peace and joy within yourself, you know, something, a situation or person, whatever it is, has to be at that vibrational alignment, right? Or the adjustment has to be made in divine timing for them to be in your, you know, allowed for them to be in your life, right? For you to want to even entertain that. All right, so let's see. I've got my Tarot of the Sea here. We're going to get some clarifying cards there. Maiden of Cups. Look how beautiful that is. That's the Knight of Cups in traditional tarot. So this is about an offer. This is about, you know, it can be a romantic gesture. It can be, you know, for some of you, you know, someone asking you out, you know, somewhat, you know, a new relationship starting. But I also look at this card as showing up for yourself and, you know, offering yourself the love in all of the things that you desire. And if you're not doing that, if there are ways that where you're not showing up for yourself, adjustments are required. And often the eclipse energy, especially with it being in Scorpio, you know, if we're not showing up for ourselves in a certain way, if we're not in alignment, if we're not taking the steps that we need to take on our journey to get us where we need to be, the universe will step in and make that shift happen for us. Okay, so let's see what other card they want us to see. The World. Wow, you can't make this stuff up, guys. The World is about closing out cycles. And you can kind of see, I mean, hopefully the light isn't too bad, but you can see he's kind of in his own little bubble, like I was just saying, his own little world. It's like we're literally rising above the drama, the negativity, and we're creating a new, you know, when we talk about New Earth and the fifth dimension and all of that, it's a vibration. It's a vibration, and it's a level of consciousness where we just, you know, the lower vibrational energies, they just, things that aren't in alignment, it's like it's this dead weight that falls off and we rise out of it. And how does that happen? It happens the more that you work on yourself, the more that you give gratitude for the lessons, the more that you change your mindset. I mean, you know, I could talk hours about that. But this is also about travel. So for some of you, if you're feeling called during this time to maybe, you know, we had that one card that talked about taking time to breathe out, you know, taking a trip, even if it's just a day trip, you know. I'm from Ohio, and there's a lot of beautiful metro parks and lakes and things that are within a pretty short driving distance, so where you can just take one day and not even have to spend the night, you know, just take time to be in nature. All right, and I'm going to pull one more card. This is from my water sign vibes deck, since we're by the water. Okay, this one apparently wants to etheric, and that's exactly what I was just talking about. It's like this energy of lifting off and leaving the heavy stuff behind, right? So if things aren't bringing you joy, if you feel like you can't imagine being in your situation that you're in now for the next month, year, for the rest of your life, then why stay? You know, it's time to rise. I keep hearing that. And if there, you know, are dreams that things that you know you want in your life, but you know, what is holding you back? It's usually fear. It's usually fear. And I can tell you, you know, from having taken my own leap of faith with my career, it's life-changing. And when you surrender to your soul's calling, so many doors open up, and it's unreal. So I hope that was helpful, guys. I do have some limited availability for personal sessions, which would include tarot readings, astrology, energy, you know, collective energy updates, right? Which is kind of what I just did there, talking about the moon cycles and planet retrogrades and things like that, and how that might be impacting our lives. So my sessions are customizable, and like I said, I have some limited availability starting in mid-May. So you can contact me at the email address that's below or through my social media. And just know there are a lot of scammers out there, and I will never solicit you for any type of reading or anything like that. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Until next time, take care.